Her smile faltered. Jessica's eyes widened, a look of pure terror replacing her joy. I didn't say a word. I simply walked past them, nodded to David, and with a swift movement, connected the small projector I carried to the ballroom's main screen. The image that immediately flashed across the massive projection screen behind the stage was unmistakable. Jessica, her arms wrapped around Carlos, kissing him passionately on a balcony at the Azure Coast Resort, dated 2 months before our original engagement party. Total silence. A collective gasp. Eleanor dropped her champagne glass. It shattered on the marble floor, the sound sharp and deafening. Jessica's face drained of all color, turning a ghastly white. But David, a large, imposing man, calmly stepped in his path. The next image flashed up, a series of text messages explicitly detailing Jessica and Carlos's affair, their plan to frame me, and Eleanor's insidious advice on how to extract maximum emotional and financial damage. The room erupted in murmurs. Some people were pulling out their phones, recording. Then, a woman at the back of the room, Maria, Carlos's very real, very pregnant wife, whom David had discreetly contacted, screamed, "Carlos, you bastard." She charged forward, a whirlwind of fury. Jessica collapsed into a heap of real tears on the floor. Eleanor, her face beet red, tried to vanish into the crowd, but she was too distinctive. "I never signed those settlement papers, Jessica. Instead, after this charade of an engagement party, you, your mother, and Carlos will be served with a lawsuit for emotional distress, fraud, and defamation. And the settlement money you were so eager to claim?" I didn't wait for a response. I turned, David by my side, and walked out, leaving behind a scene of absolute pandemonium. Today, Jessica's engagement to Carlos was ruined, her reputation destroyed. Carlos lost his family, his job, and is facing his own legal battles. Eleanor's social standing crumbled, her perfect daughter exposed as a manipulative fraud. They tried to sue me for defamation, but my watertight evidence not only dismissed their countersuit but also ordered Jessica to pay my legal fees. Carlos's wife, Maria, successfully divorced him, taking a substantial chunk of his assets. I, on the other hand, moved to Seattle, launched my own successful tech startup, Phoenix Innovations, and found real happiness with Chloe, a brilliant and kind architect I met at a tech convention. We're building a life based on genuine trust and respect, a stark contrast to my past. The best part? I occasionally see Jessica's desperate, apologetic messages, which I now block immediately. The last I heard, she was living with Eleanor again, working a low-paying retail job, her once lavish lifestyle a distant memory. I sometimes spot Eleanor looking frail and humiliated in local news snippets related to Carlos's ongoing, messy divorce proceedings. They got exactly what they deserved.